Another one.
Rant to everyone that is a data analyst. To everybody that became a data analyst, kudos to you. Be happy and appreciate it. There's people like me out there trying to be one, but it just isn't working out. I feel like an absolute failure. I stopped looking for the data analyst jobs and just accepted a job at a call center at a big company. I'm going to try to become a data analyst internally. But I'm a college dropout, been in the US for 2 years, so I'm not that competitive. The only experience I'm relying on is the few internships I did as a web developer while in college because computer science was a major. I'm a good web developer, but got to software engineering and realized it wasn't for me. So I tried to become a data analyst, and I know I would excel at the job, but the job search to get one has been absolute beep. Growing up, I've I always wanted to be in tech. That's why I went to college and majored in computer science, but now I'm nowhere near tech and I feel like I'm failing myself, especially my younger self. Failing your younger self. You're already past your younger self. How could you fail your younger self? On top of that, I ended up with 3 kids and still not where I want to be in my life. I know I'm only 24 with 3 kids. Holy. But this is the time. I know I'm only 24. Wait, you're only 24, but you failed your younger self? I have to get out my calculator. So you're failing your younger self. You have 3 kids, and you're 24. Oh my god! Like my mind is like going all over the place now. But this is the time in life where you start being a man. You're a guy with 3 kids at 24. This is getting crazier and crazier. But this is the time in life where you start being a man and doing the things you set out to do and achieve things. And I will be working at a call center. I think I missed the lesson that life taught when it showed you how to excel in it. I don't, so clarification, life never taught you that lesson because nobody learns that lesson in life. It's, you just got to figure it out and you have to have the right mentors. I must have missed that class because I'm just a struggling 24-year-old man with a family. I just wanted to rant and let the whole world know that I'm a failure. Maybe I'll meet someone who is where I want to be in life and teach me how to get there. I had a father, and I still do. Well, that's good. And he was a hardworking chef, but maybe I missed all the lessons. I don't know. I'm a terrible husband, a terrible adult, and maybe all of that makes me a terrible father too. But I'm trying, but if it doesn't feel like it's enough, I see myself doing more, but I can't seem to grasp more. And then there's an edit to this question. I have a data portfolio of 3 projects. I'm versed in SQL because of my web development background, and I picked up Excel and Tableau, Python in February. I only have one certification relating to data analytics from Code Academy. Whew, that's a tough one. But, well, I'll say this, right? I am happy that you are so hard on yourself. But being hard on yourself is only the first and starting point, right? What are you going to do about it? Um, you are, well, you have a lot on your plate, right? Like Don says, his younger self tells my current self that his back hurts, right? And I wonder if your back is hurting too because you've been in the country for 2 years. you're a college dropout, you have 3 kids at 24, and you're married and everything like that, right? That's a lot, right? And it's great that you told the whole world that you're a failure, but you do not have to be a failure forever, right? Because
the only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
And I want you to become addicted to winning. And guess what? You had the right mindset when you said that this is what,
Message.
this is what this is the advice I gave somebody today, right? Without any experience in QA, you might have to take another role and then transition internally into QA once they see what you're capable of, what your past knowledge is, right? So being a call center, like I started in a call center, and that's how I got into web development. I was just going for network engineering, right? And now after 20 years, that's when the subnet stuff is coming back because I'm working through Terraform, learning about AWS, VPCs and stuff like that, right? Subnets are coming back into play, right? So I think at 24, although you have a lot on your plate, you're like, the book isn't written. You're still on like your second chapter of your book out of a very long book, right? And this part, maybe you'll meet someone who is where you want to be. Did I even start the timer? I didn't even start the timer. Oh my God, you guys gonna get on me. Let's start the timer. Right? But this one is warrants going a little bit longer for, all right? Maybe you'll meet someone who is where you want to be in life and teach you how to get there, right? What did I say earlier today? $1 million game, right? $1 million information. You have in this chat, right? Don and I are here tonight. We've been working for 20 years in the tech industry, QA, right? We've seen it all. And guess what? We still make mistakes. And we fix those mistakes, right? So maybe you'll meet someone who is where you want it to be, right? Here's a question I have to the chat, right? To the chat. How do you meet someone who is where you want to be? How do you do it? You have to be intentional at every single thing that you do because, some people get lucky, but the majority of people don't. And I go based off the majority. I don't go based off the probability, right? Or I go based off the probability, not off the possibility, right? Because is it possible that someone's just going to reach out to you and says, oh, you seem like a data analyst. Let me try to mentor you and try to help you, right? Is that possible? Sure. Someone might knock at your door and say, hey, I heard that a data analyst lives here. I want to help you, right? I'm going to forgo all my time and I'm going to invest it totally in you because you're a 24-year-old who feels like a failure with 3 kids, dropped out of college, and you did a class on Code Academy. And you believe that you're a terrible husband, terrible father, terrible human being. But that's not going to happen, right? So how do you go out there and find the people? Well, you have to look them up. You need to see, where are the people that I want to be like? Where are the people that I want to learn from? Right? And then you go there and you cling to them and you tell them that you value them and you want to learn from them. And I would say you need a mentor and you need to pay your mentor for their $1 million. Like, you can't afford them, right? But reach out to the people who are where you want to be and ask them to coach you, to mentor you, and say, hey, I need your help. You are an expert and I need your help because this is where I want to be. This is like this whole rant that you did. You share that with them and leave out the stuff about being a total failure and all that type of stuff, right? But get over yourself. You're 24, get over yourself, right? It's not that bad. I like the accountability, but it's not that bad. But accountability without action is just excuses and blame, right? So find a mentor where and you find the people who are where you want to be, and you reach out to them and say, hey, I want to pay you for your time to help me to get to where I want to be. Invest the money that you're making at the call center into yourself, because my time is not cheap. That's why I have my time cost calculator. It's not cheap. Don's time is not cheap. And with the groundbreaking technology that we're working on, with the groundbreaking technology that we're working on.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is going up. All right? And I'm trying to tell you, like, if you just leave it to chance, you're going to fail miserably. You're going to feel even more of a failure than you feel now, right? If that's even possible. But you got to do something. Go to where they are. I have a video in the Patreon that says how do you use LinkedIn effectively, right? Who to reach out to, how to reach out to them, making the proper connections. Don't waste your connections on anybody. Let me see your calendar. That's my question now. Let me see your calendar. How are you allocating your time to get to where you want to be? All right? See what Don has to say. Don has to say, like I read it earlier, his younger self tells his current self that his back hurts. Just like I'm sure your back hurts from all the load that you're carrying. But you got to prioritize and execute. Now says, what I think is he will meet someone that can mentor him. English is not his first language. He needs tech coach Ralph. Well, I know that's what he means, but here's the thing, right? At least the way that he words it is that maybe he'll meet someone who is where he wants to be in life. But the way that he words it, like, if I want a mentor, I can go find a mentor like that, right? And anybody can find a mentor. But here's the problem, Don. Most people, here's the real problem, right? They will pay $10,000 to $20,000 for a boot camp, but they will not pay for one-on-one mentorship. The people who can get you to where you who can give you like the secrets and the insight, they want that for free. But like you just said, yesterday's price is not today's price, because why? Like you're getting this, right? You're getting Don and his amazing insight in the chat, but we don't we have things that we're building applications, our personal applications, right? We're working our regular jobs. We're creating content. We're developing. We're setting up our studios. We're doing all this type of stuff. Where do we find time to go one-on-one with you for nothing? Right? My boy Sean here, right? Paying $10K for a boot camp but not mentorship is so facts, right? And my second favorite content creator, right? Because I'm my favorite content creator, right? He said the other day, he's like, get a mentor. It's a lot cheaper than the routes that you guys are going, right? Like, I would advocate, right? Like, and here's the thing. Whether you're doing Udemy, whether you're doing a boot camp, whatever, right? I don't think that replaces college, because based on your goals, the college degree will help you level up, and it will help you, it'll put you more in the door, because the job descriptions say bachelor's, master's, whatever, right? They don't say boot camp. They'll say bachelor's, master's, or equivalent experience, but they don't say boot camp, right? So boot camp and 0 years of experience, it's not that easy, right? It's a long game. A lot of time, we want to get it very fast, very low barrier to entry, but technology, I said this the other day, right? We will waste 4 years going for some journalism or political science and stuff like that, but then we want to do 3 to 6 months to get into tech. Where in the hell does that work? I don't get it, right? I mean, I do, but I don't get it. We prioritize our hobbies and then we try to rush the things that are going to get us to the next level. We are backwards. Totally backwards. We go into debt, right? For these useless degrees. And then we're begging, mister.
The fact is that I don't remember.
We're begging to we're begging for loan forgiveness, right? It's like, you promised us loan forgiveness, and then the response is,
the fact is that I don't remember.
They don't remember the promises they made to you. They don't remember the promises they made to you. Right? But then you want to go, like, you go into debt even more, paying like for this boot camp, and then you don't want to get mentorship on how to get to the next level. Sean, you are Mr. Facts tonight. Let's move on. Why don't we? So let's end out this question.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.